Up next, we had Dortmund and Atletico. We both had Dortmund, right?
Yeah.
I
I
had
had
Dortmund.
Dortmund too. Yeah.
I had Dortmund, and this one was a pretty wild game too, and it's two complete different teams. Their playing style are completely different, man. In the first leg, Atletico is winning 2-1. 2-1.
Yep.
So they go with the lead. At the 34th minute, Borussia scores with Brandt. And now we have a whole new game because they're at home. It's that yellow wall, like we said. Borussia in Germany, they're a complete different team, man. It's really hard to beat them over there in Borussia. And this young kid Madsen, he's pretty good. He's pretty good. And he's young.
Yeah, I didn't know he came from Chelsea.
Yeah.
I didn't know
came
he
from
was on Chelsea's loan. I
Oh.
mean, yeah, he came from loan. Yeah.
Yeah, he was very young when he was there, man. He was very young. Still needed to develop, and what a better team to go to than Borussia to
Dortmund.
develop, man. Yeah. And then Homo scores an own goal, which it happens, man. But he's still a great defender. And then after that, Atletico scores.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, Fulkrug, I think that's how you pronounce it. Fulkrug puts Borussia up 3-2. Tied, right? Still, they're tied right there.
So tied on aggregate, yeah.
On aggregate. So at this point, you got to start thinking of ET, extra time, and maybe PKs. But then that man Sabitzer, man, put it away for Borussia. And the rest is history, man. Atletico, once again, you come up short. And Borussia advances.
Sucks for Atletico, man.
Yeah, I didn't watch this game at the time because I was watching the Barcelona and PSG, and like I said, they play simultaneously, man. But I watched the highlights and I watched a replay of some of the game, and quite honestly, man, the best team advanced from both these teams. Borussia was the better team. That goal that they got away over there in Madrid, it came in clutch.
It helped them out, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, because this is a 1 goal difference. That's why goals are so critical.
Yeah.
1 goal, man. That's all it took. That's all it took. Now Atletico's out. Borussia, they have nothing else to play for. This is all they got. So they're gonna bring their all. And Atletico, once again, thank you for participating, but you came up short, man.
Man, what a show Sabitzer put on.
Yeah. He's a baller.
Man, it's crazy to think he was in Bayern. I think he's on loan from Bayern, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Man.
And he's balling right here, man.
He's balling in Dortmund. I think, did he come from Dortmund before? No. I'm not too sure. I gotta find out. I don't know if he came from Dortmund before all that. I know he came from a German team.
Okay.
But I forgot. But, man, Sabitzer.
Straight baller, man.
He was playing good. Sancho, he was having a good match too.
Sancho revived his career.
Sancho definitely revived his career. Man, it's just crazy, man. Dortmund really knocked out Atletico.
Oh, he came from so it's his last 3 teams. You're right. He came from Bayern, Sabitzer. Then he went to United on loan, and now he's here in Borussia. But he's not on loan.
Oh, they sold him?
Yeah.
Figured.
Yeah, so Sabitzer, the baller, man, he's there to stay. And man, he's not carrying this team, but he helped them a lot. That goal was clutch, and now it's gonna be Borussia in Paris, man. That is the next level. That's the semis matchup, and I'm getting a little ahead of myself right here. But I see Paris defeating Borussia.
I do too. I have Paris in the final.
Yeah. But Borussia could surprise us, man, because look, it's not like PSG dismantled Barcelona, man. That red card
changed everything. If anything, Borussia, they can knock out PSG, but we'll see. We'll see how that is 2 weeks time. We'll get to that on another podcast. I don't have my predictions ready yet, but
yeah, injuries, all of that could happen.
Mm-hmm.
But I will say, man, both teams deserve to advance. I think the two teams that play better deserve to advance, and I'm glad for both of them. And two Spanish teams are out. Two Spanish teams.
Yeah, two Spanish teams, both out.
Yeah, both out. So those are the games that we have for Tuesday in the Champions League. And after this, man, this I feel like these were heavyweights going at it, man. We'll start with Bayern and Arsenal. This one, I gotta say, I had Bayern advancing, but after the first game, after the first leg, I'm surprised that Bayern advanced though. Even though I picked them on the last podcast, I'm surprised that they advanced.
Yeah, man. Arsenal, I think Arsenal let down a lot of people. I think they let down a lot of people because they didn't show up, man. They didn't show up. I was watching this game alongside the other game for that day, and Arsenal nowhere to be found, man. Saka,
Ghost,
Havertz couldn't really get in the game. Martinelli,
Ghost.
I don't even know why you still start, bro. Man, it's just like, I mean, it's not like Bayern was doing good either themselves, but they, again, guys, you can have the ball all you want.
Yes.
You can do your little passes here and there, but the goal is to score a goal and win the damn game.
Yes. Amen. That's what the game is. It's not that hard.
And it was a pretty even game between Arsenal and Bayern, but look, if you don't score any goals, man, how do you expect to win?
What do you think? Do you think it's something mental
with Arsenal?
You know, Bayern's been here before.
I think it is. I think it's the mentality, and they're all young too.
They're still
Arsenal. They're still young. This is their first time in like how many years? 7 years.
7 years.
So I mean, I do see Arsenal coming back in the quarterfinal next year, but man, they need more experience in the knockouts.
Yeah.
I think that counts. You know, Bayern, like most of this Bayern team, they've been in the knockout stages before, like all of them.
For sure.
I think I wouldn't say half, but a little bit less than half. They already won the Champions League from that current squad.
Yeah.
Man, Arsenal, you guys let me down. Bayern, I was pretty surprised. Yeah. Again, you know, Kane wasn't really doing anything.
No, he ghosted, man.
He ghosted, man. Sane was, you know, here and there. He was doing his thing. Kimmich was the one that scored that header.
Yeah. Which, by the way, man, Kimmich, he's been very inconsistent.
Yeah, he's very underrated.
Yeah, and he's underrated. This hasn't been his best Champions League season, but like we're saying, these guys have been here before. Arsenal hasn't, and Kimmich was the difference maker. He went ahead, scores that header, and that was it for Arsenal. They couldn't even score one goal in at the Allianz Arena. Come on, man, just one goal.
Yeah.
The way that you guys have been playing, I would expect a little more. And you know, I gotta be a little hard on them because they had so many expectations, high expectations. I feel like I hope that is not the case where they're starting to dismantle towards the end of the season, because you know, it has happened. It's the reality. You know, I'm not gonna sugarcoat anything. It has happened before. I will give them credit because they came really far. For them to come back after 7 years, this is pretty far. It's an improvement. Arteta has done a good job, an excellent job with Arsenal and these youngsters. I think that if they come back next season, they'll come back more seasoned, and these mental breakdowns, mental mistakes that they're doing, like we were talking about it last week on their last podcast, when Gabriel and Raya did that childish mistake in the back, which should have been a PK. Those are mental mistakes, man. You can't be doing that. You can't, not at this level. You could do that. You could get away with it in the Premier League with some teams, but you can't be doing that at this level, man. It's just unacceptable. And you know, Bayern won. They deserved it. And again, Kane didn't do much, but I mean, he is in the better team, man. So, congratulations to Bayern Munich. Once again, they're in the semis, and what can I say, man? Arsenal, thank you for trying.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not your time yet.
See you next year too.
See you next year.